So we have circuit number circuit number 7 now, team. So this is what's coming up. We have your plank to push up first. So nice and smooth and steady with these. You're going to be locking in a strong plank position. From there, you're going to come from the forearms up onto the hands, perform a push-up, and then descend back down onto the forearms. That's going to be our first one. Next up after this is going to be your crossing lunge. So starting nice and tall, basically it's like a curtsy, yeah? So all you're going to do is step a leg behind, try and get the knee that sweeps behind the lead leg. Going to take yourself down towards the ground. This is going to get into your glutes. So working through that hip mobility as well, so nice and smooth and steady with those. So those are your crossing lunges. Going to be going either side on these, so you're not lopsided. Bent over Ys are going to be up next. So you're going to stand tall, hinge at the hips, so basically stick your ass back. Get a nice spine in line, so ears, shoulders and hips are in line. And then you're going to fan your arms out in a nice big Y position. Get a real big squeeze in between your shoulder blades on this one. Doesn't feel like much, and it doesn't look like much at this beginning part, but it'll soon start working into that upper back. Next up after these, we have the seesaw lunge. So you're going to lunge forwards, and then from the lunge forwards, you're going to step back, plant the foot. So nice and easy seesaw lunges. Now in the demo here, you can see I'm just driving off that leg. So the left leg's coming forwards and then stepping back. But what you can do is you can alternate the legs on this one. We are going to be going around 3 times in this circuit. So 40 seconds on and 20 seconds off. So you can just alternate the legs. Next up after the seesaw lunge, it's the clock touch. So you're going to imagine you're jogging on the spot in the middle of a clock face. And when I shout out a number, you're going to run and touch that number. Now, how big you make that clock face is entirely up to you. Depends on what training size area you've got right now. So you're just going to be jogging on the spot. And if I was to shout 3, I'd move to the right. If I shout 6, I'm going to be moving to the back. If I shout 9, I'm going to be moving to the side. So that's going to be your clock touch. Next up after those is a push-up with a leg thread. So you're going to get into a strong push-up position. You're going to thread the leg through, perform a push-up, reset, thread the leg through, reset, and perform a push-up. If you struggle with this one, with any kind of mobility drill or anything, then just leave the leg thread out, just perform the push-ups. If you struggle with the push-up, you might actually just take it down and just do the leg thread instead. Next up after those, we do have your side lunges. So nice and easy side lunges with these. So you got heads up, chest up, stepping left and right. Keep the feet pointing forwards and the feet planted as well as you step left and right. Next up after that, we've got your side plank. Now obviously we're going to be going around 3 times. So the first time we'll do it off the left hand side. Second time we'll do it off the right hand side. And the third time we're going to do 20 seconds either side. So there'll be a rapid change over there. After these side planks, I do believe it's the leg extension. Let's see what happens here. Alright. It is the leg extension. What do you know? My notes are right. So set yourself up. You're going to be on all fours. You can have your shoulders over your hands, your knees directly underneath your hips. You're going to drive your ass up into the ceiling, look at your toes, and then come back down. You can place the knees on the ground, or if you want to make it harder, all you do is just leave the knees just hovering above the ground is all. So nice and smooth and steady on those leg extensions. Now up after that is the duck under. If you've been doing the last couple of weeks, you'll know these. So you're going to duck underneath, throw a couple of jabs, duck underneath, throw a couple of jabs. Smooth and steady on these. Keeping the breathing relaxed as you go. Alright, So we're getting close to getting to the main theme now, guys. So we will get a 20 seconds breather to reset and get yourself ready. It is going to be the plank into the push-up first. So we've got 20 seconds. So just get yourself ready. Starting on those forearms, you're going to bring yourself up onto the hands. Lock a nice, long, strong plank position in. Bend the elbows. Want those elbows pointing backwards in like an arrow position. Descend down. Nail that push-up. Ready? First 40 seconds on this team, and away you go. So smooth and steady. Start from those forearms. Coming up onto the hands. Smooth and steady. Don't have to rush these. Perform a solid push-up. And then descend back down onto the forearms. And just hold that plank for a second. Get it nice and taut and tight. Really lock it down. Think about keeping the heels away from the head. Now, this is the first exercise. But you've already forgotten about squeezing the thighs and the glutes on this plank. Don't forget about those. And relax there. All right, set yourself up for your crossing balance lunge. That's your next one. So bring yourself up, stand yourself up, give the arms and legs a bit of a shake. Let's loosen off. Make sure you got some room. So get the dog out of the way, clear the sofa out of the way. Okay, heads up, chest up. And away you go. Smooth and steady, crossing the leg behind, alternating, crossing lunges. Keep the torso nice and tall on this. Keep breathing nice and relaxed. Use those hands for balance if you need to, if you start to wobble or anything. Only reach as far as you comfortably can on these crossing lunges. And relax there. Well done. All right, so you got 20 seconds to set yourself up for these bends over Ys. So, starting up nice and tall, starting up nice and tall. Hinge at the hips. Get that spine in line. Hands can be together just down in front of you. And then from there, you're going to rip the hands open. There you go. Get them in a nice big Y. Keep the arms straight all the way through. Get a nice squeeze between the shoulder blades. So one of the coaching points on this, imagine if some weirdo, like me, came and put an orange in between your shoulder blades. As you take those arms out into that Y position, try and juice that orange with that Y. Now regardless, if this does get too easy or it feels too easy with any of the rounds, if you've got anything like heavy, so bags of sugar, bags of flour, something in your kitchen. If you've got a couple of small dumbbells or anything, well, you can grab those and take the arms out. Oh, until now, I am relaxed there. There I am, chunnering away. I enjoy that exercise. Right, anyway, let's talk about the next one. We've got the seesaw lunges. So start up nice and tall. You'll lunge forwards. Now, you can lunge forwards with the left leg. Drive off that left leg and sweep behind. All right, and away you go. So seesaw lunges. Off you to go, team. Make sure as the leg goes backwards, you're digging those toes into the ground. Alternating the legs as you go. So you step forward, step back, reset, change legs. Step forward, step back, reset, change legs. You can have your heads up, your chest up. Obviously, I've got the nice S3 Fitness logo on the front of my t-shirt. So if you were stood in front of me, you should be able to read that logo all the way through and read that writing. If I start to lean forward, no good. And relax there. Have a 20 seconds breather. Let's get ready for your clock touch. So you're going to be jogging on the spot in the middle of a clock face. When I shout a number, you're going to run out and touch that number on the clock face. You've got 7 seconds. All right. Find your space. Start jogging on the spot for us. Get ready. And away you go. So smooth and steady. Jogging on the spot. 1. Okay, reset to that clock face. 6. Reset to that clock face. 3. 5. 2. 8. 11. 5. 3. 9. 12. And relax. Well done. Outstanding. So that was your clock touch. You got 2 more rounds of those. All right, it's the push-up with the leg thread. Remember, if you need to either leave the push-up out or leave the leg thread out, that's fine. Although you were doing the plank to push-ups earlier on. 5 seconds on this team. Get yourself down to the ground. Good, strong plank positions to start with the arms extended. And away you go. Thread that leg through. Perform a push-up. Only descend to the point where you feel comfortable. Any grief on the hips or on the leg on this, then don't do it. You know, take the leg thread out of the equation. Halfway through, with 20 seconds gone on this one. If you've never done these before, they do feel a bit cheeky. And relax there. Well done. Have a breather. We have got your side lunges up next. So nice and easy. Side lunges up next. All right, we got 8 seconds. So make sure you got the room. Again, in your training area, if you're outside, make sure there's no stones or anything you're going to trip on or any like kind of logs. All right, and away you go. Smooth and steady. Side lunges. If you've got any kind of kit, whether it be a dumbbell, a kettlebell, anything along those lines, a small child, then you can pick those up, keep them close to the chest as you side step out here. Keep the feet pointing forwards like they're on a pair of skis. Keep them flat as well to build in that ankle mobility. Less than 10 seconds to go on these. We'll be into your side plank next. Your side plank. We're going to go off the left elbow first, team. So you're going to go off the left elbow first. All right, you got 20 seconds to prep this. Now, you can do 40 seconds of whole side plank, but that's pretty horrific. If you've ever trained with us in real life, we prefer like 10 seconds on, 3 seconds off. So maximal contraction, have a bit of a breather, and then back up for another solid 10 rather than 40 seconds. Right, get ready, and off you go. So bring yourself up. You want your left elbow underneath your left shoulder. You want your right hip stacked on top of your left hip. You want your top leg in front. So don't stack one foot in front of another. Put your top leg in front. In which case, it's going to be your right leg, obviously, if your left elbow is on the ground. Pulling your left shoulder into the socket on this one. Good thing is we get to stay on the ground because we've got leg extensions after this. You're almost there on this first side plank. And relax there. Well done. Have a breather. So roll yourself over onto all fours. Want your knees underneath your hips. Shoulders directly over your hands. Okay, I want your toes dug in. So what you're going to do is you're going to drive your ass up into the ceiling and squeeze your thighs. Ready? And away you go. Smooth and steady on this one. Remember I said on the warm-up or on the demonstrations, if you want to, there's no problems with putting your knees on the ground with this one. However, if you can just get a little bit of distance in between the knees and the ground, almost like I could slide an envelope in between your knees and the ground. Okay, slide a little sliver of light. Then all you're going to do is drive up, squeeze, back on down. Really hitting the fronts of those legs. And last but not least, you can relax there. Can't believe we're at the end of round 1 already. Unbelievable. Right, so stand yourself up. Get your guard up. Imagine you're walking into the ring. Your fists are held high. What you're now going to do is you're going to duck to either side. So it's like a mini side lunge. And you're going to throw a couple of punches and then duck underneath. Ready? And away you go. Now, don't let this die off. Let's go. Duck and punch. Duck and punch. Duck and punch. Keep the pace up. Keep the breathing relaxed. Let's go. No half measures. This is round 1. Come on. You're well and truly warmed up now and you still got the energy dialed in. Let's get going. Eight seconds on this. relax. Outstanding. Right, that's round one boxed off. Here we go. We're already a third of the way through, crew. We got your plank into push-up. So coming down onto the ground. Only 9 seconds before you lock and load and light this up. Right, get down to the ground from forehead to feet. Get like concrete. You should be like a park bench on this one to start. Right, let's go. From that plank position, up onto the hands. Lock a strong push-up position. Descend down under control. And as you drive up, imagine your hands are on 2 jar lids. You're going to unscrew those jar lids as you push on up. Really bring those upper back muscles in. Only 10 seconds left on this second round. Crossing lunges will be up next. And relax, well done. Solid 40 seconds there. Ideal. So what I want you to do, stand yourself up, give the legs a bit of a shake, give those arms a bit of a shake if you need to. Alright, we've got the crossing lunge here. 7 seconds before you go. And away you go. So smooth and steady. Now that you warmed up, now we've got those hips moving after those push-ups with the leg thread. If you can get a bigger range of movement now, maybe even speed it up, as long as the quality and the technique stays nice and high. Don't make me come over there. You got 15 seconds. Alright, last 10 on this one. Heads up, chest up. Let me see your logo. And relax. Here we go. Back into the bent over Y's. You've got 20 seconds. You could, with this one, hold a resistance band in your hands. If you've got any kind of resistance bands at home. Like say, a dumbbell, anything along those lines. So basically, as you're peeling the hands apart, if you've got a dumbbell, so the a resistance band, so that's going to start getting tighter. Ready? All right, first 40 seconds. I say first, it's actually the second, isn't it? Go, go, go. So you've got 40 seconds on these. Now, these, I quite like them slow and controlled because, let's be honest, if you start going really fast, you look as if you're just trying to take off, which just looks weird. So keep it nice and controlled. Take the arms out. Good solid squeeze. Bring them on in. Only 13 seconds left on this one. Almost there, team. We're going to have your seesaw lunges coming up next. And relax. Well done. All right. Get yourself nice and tall. Imagine your head's being pulled away from your feet. Seesaw lunges coming up. 9 seconds. All right, here we go. Seesaw lunges. Off you go. Same drill, team. Yes, this is all bodyweight circuits and stuff, but if you have extra weights, now this is the kind of thing you could wear a weight vest with this one. You could have a kettlebell in the hands. You could have a sandbag up to the front. You could hold a dumbbell in each hand. Either any of those options. Going to make it that little bit more difficult, but only if you've got that kit. This is quite juicy without any kit. That's why I've designed it. You got... Ooh, we're into single figures now. A few seconds on these seesaw lunges. Then we're into that clock touch to really ramp up your heart rate. And relax. All right, find yourself a little bit of space. Get in the middle of that clock face. Ten seconds. So I want you to start spooling your legs up. In other words, start getting the legs pumping, getting light on the feet, ready to move. Let's go. 4, 5, 7, 2, 6, 10, 3, 9, 8, 2, 7, 1, 12, And relax. Nicely done, team. Outstanding. All right, push up with leg thread. Push up with leg thread. Let's get ready. All right, 5 seconds for you there. Dial this in, so long and strong. Get yourself ready. And away you go. Smooth, steady, controlled. Push up with leg thread. From head to heel, you're strong as steel on these, crew. All right, halfway through, 20 seconds. Take your time. Make sure those elbows are pointing backwards in an arrow position rather than a flared out in a T position. Looks after your shoulder, hits the pecs a bit more, hits the triceps. And relax there. Well done. Get ready for your side lunges. Once again, you may have done round 1, just body weight. Round 2, you might decide to, I know, I'm going to load this up with a couple of cushions, just a little bit of extra weight, or a kettlebell, or a sandbag, or a dumbbell. Ready? And away you go. You might even just like hold a weight plate just into the chest, just to make it that little bit more juicy. There you go. There's already 10 seconds gone already. All right, 16 seconds left on these. We are going to have to hit up the side plank off the opposite side once we've done these, just to give the heads up, keep you nice and even. And relax there on the old side lunges. Okay, so it is your side plank, guys, so take yourself down to the ground. We hit up the left side last time, so we've got to hit up the right side this time, otherwise you'll be lopsided. And that will not be a good look. All right, we got 4 seconds, so get your right elbow on the ground, stack your right shoulder over that elbow. Okay, and bring yourself up now, get long and strong on your right side and your right side only. So far, so good. Now, if you're doing those 10 seconds on and 3 seconds off, really squeeze the living daylights about through those muscles, through that body. So you want to be thinking about heels driving away from head. Your lower bum cheek, which is your right bum cheek on this one, being nice and squeezed. Pulling that right shoulder down and back and into the socket. You're almost there on this one. And relax, stay down there, ready for those leg extensions. All right, 6 seconds for these dial in. Knees underneath the hips, shoulders over the hands, and away you go. Again, take your time with these. Can you put some pace in there? Yes, you certainly can. However, if you go too fast, it's not going to be good. You'll probably start to break down. The form and the technique will start to diminish. All right, 10 seconds left on this one. As you drive up, let that head naturally rotate the arms. Look at the toes. And relax. It's the duck and box on round 2. Finishing this one strong. Now, because it is round 2 and you are well and truly warmed up, can we go a little bit faster with the fists? And can we really duck underneath and get those legs working on that fast fist? On the duck unders and the fast fists. Fists of Fury. Ready? Let's go. Come on now. No slacking off. Underneath, jab, jab, underneath, jab, jab. Let's get it going. Halfway through. 20 seconds left. Keep these going, guys. Light on the feet, stepping left and right. And relax. Outstanding. All right, 2 down and only 1 to go. 2/3 of the way through. It's going to be awesome. Last round. Make it your best round now, guys. All right. So down onto those forearms. Lock it in. Ready. And away you go. Every time you do this exercise now, it will be the last time you do this exercise. So make it count. Make those push-ups the best ones you've ever done. Get that plank so taut and tight. If I was to come and sit on you, it'd be like a park bench. There'd be no wobble, no shake, no nothing. I'd be like, wow, what's this made of? Almost there on this one. And relax. Outstanding. It's the crossing lunge. Let's work on those glutes. All right, grab some weights if you've got them. Don't worry if you haven't. Ready? And away you go. 40 seconds and 40 seconds only on these crossing lunges, team. Okay, 17 seconds left on these. Last 10. You letting them sweep? Are you getting that depth in there in that lunge? And relax. Bent over wise. Last set on these. Now's the time that you might be starting to feel these kick into the upper back and chisel. Alright, you got 5 seconds to find out. And away you go. Don't lose that hinge at the hips. Watch out for starting to stand taller and taller as you get tired. It's almost like that spine in line is going to be at 45 degrees and just keep it there slightly. Don't let it move too much. Last 5 seconds on these bent over wide. We've got the seesaw lunge coming up next. And relax there. Well done. There's those. Boxed off for today. Seesaw lunges, team. Alright, 7 seconds. So you're back to either your body weight or those seesaw lunges. Stand by. And away you go. Ten seconds already gone on these seesaw lunges. Heads up, chest up. Let it flow. Keep yourself nice and tall. Give the leg the clearance to sweep that leg through as you go for those seesaw lunges. Ooh, we got your final clock touch coming up. Alright, and relax there. Great stuff. Get yourself ready for your clock touch. Nice and easy jogging on the spot with this one. Not going for another 10 seconds like, so, you know, have a little breather there. Make sure you don't put your water bottle down anywhere that you're going to kick over. Alright, get ready. Start jogging on the spot for me, team. First number is 10. 6. 5. 3. 7. 2. 5. 9. 3. 6. 11. 12. 4. And relax. Well done. There you go. There's your 40 seconds. Those clock touches all boxed off. Final leg thread or push up with leg thread. Final one. Round 3 of 3. Alright, speaking of threes, you got 3 seconds. And away you go. So smooth and steady. Plank with the leg thread. Not plank with the leg thread at all. Push up with the leg thread. Be good to know if I knew my own exercise, right? Worst thing is, it's right there in front of me. Alright, team. You have 20 seconds. You're already halfway through. Take your time. Slow that descent on the way down. Seven more seconds on this, team. 7 more seconds. We've got the side lunges up next. And relax. Team, bring yourself up and out. Stand tall. Feet planted. Alright, here we go. So side lunges in round about 6 seconds. Grab any weights that you're going to use if you're going to dial this in and make it a little bit more difficult. And away you go. 40 seconds. Now, if you haven't got any weights, you can make this maybe a bit more explosive by actually jump side lunges either side. But that's only if you haven't got any impact issues or knee issues or hip issues or even ankle issues, obviously. And that is 20 seconds already done. Alright, 10 seconds left on this one. Next up is that side plank, and we're going to have to do 20 seconds either side. So listen out for the shout as I tell you to swap. And relax. Take yourself down to the ground in less than 20 seconds. We're going for that side plank, and it'll be 20 seconds either side. We're going to start on the left elbow. So left elbow's on the ground, left shoulder's above that, and right shoulder is above the left. We're going to stack the hips one over the other. So your right hip is over your left hip. Ready? Alright, bring yourself up. We're going to do 20 seconds. This one we are going to try and hold rather than do the 10 on, 3 off, 10 on. We're going to try and hold it for the whole 20. And that's going to be locked in, taut and tight all the way through. Keep those hips up. Push your right hip up. And relax, superb. Quickly roll on over, set the same side up, or set the same up for this side. Off you go, 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 go. So one right elbow on the ground, right shoulder pulled into the socket so that upper back is nice and braced. Go on, 6 seconds left on this. Leg extensions are up next. And relax, here we go. Final 2 exercises. Leg extensions is one of them. So knees underneath the hips, shoulders over the hands. Toes are dug into the mats. You're going to drive your ass up into the ceiling, squeeze those thighs, and then come back on down. Alright, and away you go. Smooth, steady, controlled. Excellent. There you go. Take your time. Drive up, squeeze, back on down. Drive up, squeeze, back on down. This is exercise 29 of 30. Absolutely whiz through these. And relax there. All right. Final 40 seconds to finish strong. It's the duck unders. All right, 9 seconds. And in the awesome corner, we have a legend from On Demand. Here we go. Get ready to destroy it. Let's go. 40 seconds. Duck in, punching, duck in, punching. Breathe and relax. Come on, then. Let's get the guard up. Let's get these legs moving. Let's get these fists flying. So duck, punch, punch, duck, punch, punch. Let's go. Duck, punch, punch, duck, punch, punch. Don't let it die off now. Come on. And if anything, speed that pace up. Make sure you get that duck in, though. Don't sacrifice that good squat and good duck just for speed. No good. All right, almost there on this one. Last 7 seconds. I want to thank you so much for jumping in as always. And you're done.